Alright guys, so we are on scene of the officer involved shooting here over in St. Paul. It's going to be on Watson Avenue and Bay Street. Again, there was an officer involved shooting over on Watson Avenue and Bay Street in St. Paul. Working on getting more details at the moment. We are still waiting on the press conference. The BCA is conducting the investigation here. If you guys can see it there in the background, we do have the BCA truck in the background there. Me too, Sean. You know, I haven't been out much, but I've been trying to get out here more, so I am here not for very long. K11's back here trying to get information. Thank you, I'll try. Trying to get information from the neighbors, trying to see if they heard anything or... But again, we don't have much information on the victim at the moment. They will be holding a press conference shortly. Of course, definitely try to do my best. I know it's been a while since I've been out, guys, but I'm trying to get back out here. If you guys can see those people right there with the tan pants, that is going to be the BCA. Get you guys that view there. We do have a few of the BCA agents there with a few St. Paul officers. So it looks like they mainly have this intersection blocked off. It's pretty dark out here, but I can't actually see where it occurred. I tried to look from the other angle here towards 7th Street, but it's kind of even worse. You can't really see much because they got it blocked off pretty far, pretty much all the way to 7th Street there. If you guys can see that yellow tape. So it's really hard to see from that angle. I do apologize for the police lights there. Can't really do much about that. But again, we do have the scene, what appears. I mean, we have quite a bit of agents there in that area. Next to that vehicle, but I can't tell if that vehicle is a squad or not. Yeah, WCCO was asking about, asking everybody to see if if they had heard anything or seen anything, but most people declined to comment. I am waiting for the press conference information, though. They have not posted it just yet. I know this did occur at 1:45 p.m., but we are still waiting for information on the press conference here. But again, this is basically the scene that we have. And the location is going to be Bay Street and Watson Avenue. Yeah, they they've had their fair share of shootings lately, not just in St. Paul, but by St. Paul officers. I do wholeheartedly agree with the last shooting that that occurred over on Snelling and University. I did watch the footage, and I mean, he definitely pointed the gun at the officers, so they really didn't leave him any choice. But it is sad that he was going through somewhat of a mental crisis. But I'm not sure a mental health worker could have, did anything in that situation. Um, kind of seemed like he was maybe guilt-ridden because of the other murders that he possibly have done, so he wanted to go suicide by cop. That is just my opinion, nothing based off facts or anything, but that's what could be. That's what could be. They started shooting less lethal at him, and then they shot him after. Um, but they did start shooting at him with less lethal first. I mean, I wish we could send in social workers, but it'd be kind of, I don't know, you're just putting their life at risk at that point. And I mean, I know they're there to help people, but they are definitely not cops. It's not what they signed up for, to be put into an armed situation to, de-escalate a situation where an individual is armed. But I mean, maybe they should have more I don't know what you would call it, like, maybe some officers are trained in more mental issues or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I've heard of, cops being in different departments, basically. Like, they got SWAT, they got all these other, departments within the police force. Why don't they have a mental health crisis unit, that actually has law enforcement officers able to help out with, situations that occur like that are still willing to put their lives at risk? Self-defense. Yeah, I'm not sure if the self-defense works in that situation, but who knows? I mean, it's all based off the facts that they think. It really doesn't matter what we think. It's what matters with the BCA or, the higher ups of the St. Paul Police, and pretty much whatever they think is what really matters. I mean, even if we think a shooting is unjustified, they still will clear an officer. I mean, that's just what they do. They protect their own. I don't think that he had the gun pointed at his own head when they started shooting at him, but they did start shooting less lethal at him when they had the gun pointed at his own head. Well, at least from what I know. I mean, I wasn't there. I just basically watched the same video. But from what I seen is that they pretty much like started shooting less lethal at him. Then he pointed the gun, and then they started shooting because you could see, like, once he pointed the gun at them, you could start seeing the barrage of bullets hitting the ground in front of him. So I'm pretty sure, like, they waited until he pointed the gun at them to start firing. But this is it, guys. This is the scene that we do have here. Unfortunately, I don't have any more information, but I did want to get you guys a quick view of the scene. It's possible that he didn't, especially that he was having a mental breakdown, so it's probably, it's probably safe to say that he didn't know that they're less lethal. He probably thought that they were firing at him. So that is a good point. I'm glad you keep me on my toes. I try not to go off of what I see, in the media. A lot of the media does lie. I try to do my best to not lie and to give you guys all the facts. Hey, that sounds about right. St. Paul Police are, throughout the years, they've been killing a lot of people. It's been happening more and more. Every time that we turn around, it seems like there's another St. Paul police officer involved shooting. I do feel like some of them could have been, pretty much, like, I feel like they could have been, prevented. But It's definitely something that they need to work on. Yeah, they do need to be trained better. That's for sure. You know, stop being so trigger finger itchy. And but again, this is it, guys. I will try to hit up the press conference. If I can't make it, I will be posting the transcript from the press conference. But I will do my best to get there. But again, if I can't make it, just check out my community tab. I do try to post regularly. If you guys want to check it out, feel free. But again, thank you guys for being such great subscribers. Thank you for watching this live. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Stay safe.